I'm so hyped right now. Anything's possible. Anything's possible!
Actually, there's a trade brewing with this next pick. Phoenix picks at number 21, and Boston has been trying to get back into this draft, trying to get Rajon Rondo, the Kentucky point guard.
Jefferson and Green, and Tony hurt himself.
This is really unbelievable. Right, watch this. They call a foul, and then he goes up.
Doc Rivers is just can't believe it.
Pick number 5 goes to Boston Celtics. The Boston Celtics trade Wally Szczerbiak and Delonte West and the draft rights to Jeff Green, number 5, to the Seattle Supersonics for Ray Allen and the draft rights to Glenn Davis, number 35.
Initially, no interest in leaving Minnesota. When draft night, when Boston traded for Ray Allen, the whole situation changed for me. I thought this is probably my best opportunity of winning the ring, and here we are.
It's been a long time since this building sounded like this, with Kevin Garnett and Ray Allen now joining Paul Pierce. It's been a long time since they've even advanced in the playoffs. 2002, the Western Conference Finals, but there are high hopes for this team.
Brown. Oh, KG with the block. Get out of my neighborhood. Rondo missed on the other end.
After a 22-year absence, the Boston Celtics are NBA champions once again.
You can see Kevin, he started to jump right there, and then he comes down on that other leg. You could see he did not want that right leg to come down. He really protected, and there he is hobbling around.
Throws it ahead. The Lakers repeat back-to-back titles. The LA Lakers, the 2010 NBA champions.
LeBron has scored the last 8 points, grabbing this game by the throat against Pierce. LeBron. Miami is going to close it out.
And Doc Rivers taking out Pierce, Rondo, Allen, Garnett, and a much-deserved ovation for some future Hall of Famers and Pierce, Allen, and Garnett.
For Allen, the decision was more complicated, and while he denied it was friction with Rajon Rondo that drove him out of Boston, he's heard some Celtics fans calling him a prima donna and a traitor.
Paul Pierce is out of the game. And again, will it be Pierce's final game as a Celtic? He hopes that's not the case. And a roar for Kevin Garnett.
The Los Angeles Clippers. They traded a conditional first-round pick in 2015 for Doc Rivers. A humongous win for the Clippers, a humongous loss for the Boston Celtics. All of a sudden, I have a somewhat loss of respect for Danny Ainge.
Man, if you can get Kevin Garnett and Paul Pierce for what they're giving up, I mean, it's basically, you know, when you get Chinese food, it's the poo-poo platter. The Nets aren't giving up anything. They're giving up non-lottery picks, $30 million of Gerald Wallace. What kind of trade is that? You shouldn't be able to get Kevin Garnett and Paul Pierce for that.
Well, the good thing for them is that they're not expected to do much this upcoming season. Obviously, they signaled that when they let Doc Rivers go. We've seen coaches make the jump and be successful going from college to the pros. The question is, does Brad Stevens fit that mold? That's still yet to be determined.
Rondo's absence in the second quarter, was that a health-related issue?
He had to go to the bathroom. So that
With the 6th pick, the Boston Celtics select Marcus Smart from Oklahoma State University.
Basically, when Boston this summer, they tried to get into the Kevin Love sweepstakes. When the Celtics couldn't get Kevin Love, I think that's when it hit Danny Ainge. You know what? We need to strip this thing all the way down. Move Rondo, just get nothing but picks and young players, and basically start over.
It almost feels like the Celtics. Let me jump in here. Yeah, sure, I'll take this.
Yeah.
You guys are disgruntled, things aren't working well. Yeah, we'll take a flyer on that.
Yeah, you just never know, though, what Danny Ainge's end goal is. Is he keeping Isaiah Thomas? He's probably going to look to move him in the offseason.
Very movable contract.
Yeah, very movable.
Looks into Crowder, takes it, got it! 0.8 of a second to go.
It's also a reality check of how good those guys are for us organizationally, because Cleveland's a team we're going to have to deal with for years to come. I think we need to upgrade our talent level on our team. I did say that we would try to move up, and we just weren't. The price was way too high. We tried. It just didn't happen. We thought we were close.
With the 16th pick in the 2015 NBA Draft, the Boston Celtics select Terry Rozier from University of Louisville.
Basketball gives it up. Swarming for Bradley. Oh my gosh.
That's the ball game.
You gotta be kidding me.
Man, I tell you.
Avery Bradley just stole the game and the Cavaliers lose 104-103.
One thing I do know, I ride with these guys till the wheels fall off. I mean, this was a special group. Hopefully we can all stick together and have something special in the future.
It's on now, right? They have something legit to think about. I believe the Celtics are much more appealing with a player like Horford anchor in the middle.
Outside of that, they still have all those Nets picks. They have all those guys they drafted
Future
this
first
year.
round draft.
I mean, there's still a lot of work that they can do to make this team even better.
With the 3rd pick in the 2016 NBA Draft, the Boston Celtics select Jaylen Brown from the University of California, Berkeley.
Isaiah Thomas is a legitimate MVP candidate. Look at the numbers. You mentioned they're second in the conference. They don't have any superstars on that team.
It's a good step forward as a season as a whole. But I leave with a little bit of a taste in your mouth. We get some tremendous looks, and KYRIE just goes nuts and ends us.
That Nets trade is like a broken slot machine in Vegas. It just keeps spitting out more picks. Boston would be in position to be able to have the assets to go get a franchise player. And if not, they will just keep drafting and building their roster this way.
With the 3rd pick in the 2017 NBA Draft, the Boston Celtics select Jason Tatum from Duke University.
For the Boston Celtics, this is now back-to-back years. Al Horford last year, Gordon Hayward this year. They've started to establish themselves again as a destination franchise. This is a team that Danny Ainge and Brad Stevens has to believe can compete for an Eastern Conference championship.
It was known that KYRIE did not want to play any longer in Cleveland, saying, I do not want to play alongside LeBron. The Cavaliers won this trade because you swap Isaiah for KYRIE. You get a defensive player in Crowder. You get the Brooklyn Nets unprotected first-round pick in 2018's draft.
And the thing that really sucked, like, their season's over. Like, it's going to be very difficult for them even to be in the top 4 or 5.
The
Last night, Boston won its 10th straight. The Celtics not only managed it, they've been tremendous fun. Brad Stevens gets a chunk of credit for that because of the way he is adapting on the fly. And Danny Ainge gets credit for that because this roster is proving it's deeper than we thought.
The Celtics, Irving's doctors, Irving have decided here that his season is over, but it's a devastating blow to the Celtics. Their hopes of winning a conference championship, beating Cleveland, Toronto in the East they're obviously dimmed now.
Well, it wasn't much surprise. LeBron was going to come in here and play great. And what he's done is nothing short of spectacular. This is an experience these young guys have to learn from. They're going to go back, watch the tape, and just build on it for next year, but the future is bright.
The East is gone. It was gone when LeBron stayed in the East. The Boston Celtics are the team to beat in the Eastern Conference for the next 10 years. It took them to 7 games without KYRIE and Gordon Hayward. It's all about the Boston Celtics now.